Bank of America is very familiar with me as the authorized point of contact for Jane Mair, the Tiananmen Square survivor who finally obtained a loan modification after she had sustained a catastrophic brain injury. She was making substantial partial payments. They told her to stop paying for 3 months, and then, of course, tried to foreclose on her. Anyway, there she is at Financial Revival Group with attorney Jeff Jarrett, Josh Ferris from SAFE, Standing Against Foreclosures, and Michelle Darnell and me. In covering her case, I stopped to mention the plight of an Ohio woman facing foreclosure with facts identical to those in the McCarthy case out in Texas, where Bank of America got stomped. The Ohio Supreme Court has declined to hear her case, but this week heard a similar case involving Bank of America, and the beat goes on. Now, meanwhile, I also exposed the fact that the thugs at Safeguard were snooping around her home, and the Illinois Attorney General, who was suing Safeguard for ransacking people's homes and such, requested an update after BOA initially told Ms. Busby that they would no longer be engaged, that Safeguard would no longer be engaged. Okay, well, here is that update, because Safeguard continues to send correspondence, basically, threatening the homeowner, keeping her in her place. She's not having any of that. So anyway, at the end of yesterday's phone call that you're about to hear, the phone call to Bank of America, you will see a minute of that first video on this matter from last fall, and I'll be forwarding this to the Illinois Attorney General. We're rolling.
Division. We are here to help. Please be advised we are a debt collector. Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. Please enter the associate's 6-digit extension number now.
502364. Terrific. Okay.
Please hold while we transfer your call. While we transfer your call.
Hello, you've reached Medina, your primary contact for Bank of America Home Loans. My office hours are from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Please leave your name, telephone number, loan number, and a brief message of how I can best assist you, and I will return your call as soon as possible, but no longer than 1 business day. If you do not hear back from me within the next business day, or if you have an emergency, please feel free to contact my manager, Desiree Kim Tongkru, at 714-577-1876, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You may also email me by registering and logging into our online borrowers portal at homeloanhelp.bankofamerica.com. Click on the My Status and Tools tab and find the option Check the Status of Your Modification Online, then click Go. Thank you for being a valued customer, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye-bye.
To begin recording now, press 2. At the tone, please record your message.
Hi, Christina. My name is Christopher King. I have a website called Mortgage Movies, and I was a former insurance producer, closing attorney. And I have with me on the line Patty Busby of 251 Trumpet Drive, West Carrollton, Ohio. The loan or supposed loan number ending in 6712. Ms. Busby, could you verify your attendance on this call, please?
I am here, Christina. We look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yes, and Christina, when we talk, my phone number is 617-543-8085, or you can reach me at KingCast955 at iCloud.com. That's KingCast 955 at iCloud.com. When we talk, we're going to talk about the fact that Safeguard is back out at the Busby property. And there have been prior correspondence regarding Safeguard. We got information, a letter from you all back on November 13th or so from Linda Best, who was a litigation specialist. We also have been in contact with Lisa Madigan over in Illinois, in the Attorney General's office, and she wrote us back, too, regarding the situation because, as you know, your Safeguard, an agent of yours, is out there committing crimes and such. And so, the Attorney General of Illinois is watching this case, too. And then on the merits of the underlying case, I want to get into that a little bit there, too. You do realize there's the case out in Texas, McCarthy, with identical facts, wherein Bank of America
lost on, I believe it was a motion to dismiss. And anyway, in that case, is very similar to this case. And so some of those facts are going to be introduced when Ms. Busby sues Bank of America for attempted wrongful foreclosure shortly. That's it for now. We do look forward to hearing from you. Ms. Busby, did you have anything to add to this?
No, not at this time. You should be able to know, Christina, that according to Dion Davis, who called me on your behalf back on November 8th, I did fax a letter of authorization for you to release information and to speak with Christopher King. That was the topic of Mr. Davis's call to me. That was a fax to 866-603-4755 back in November. And I have spoke to your assistant, Teresa, to verify, and of course they seem to have misplaced that. So if this is something that you're going to need again, you just let us know. We'll be happy to provide you with anything you can look forward.
2, 3, 6, 4. Press the pound key or hang up. To listen to it, press 1.
The Bank of America is wrongfully refusing to negotiate with a homeowner there. Before I get there, I want to let you know that the problem that allows these banks to run amok like this is because the judiciary is far too inconsistent in the application of the law. For example, in Texas recently, Bank of America was slammed on note ownership by Jane McCarthy. And you can see in the documentation there I posted at Mortgage Movies. So I get a phone call this morning from a woman in Ohio with the exact same fact pattern in her case. And she filed, among other things, a notice of fraud in the Ohio Supreme Court, which accepted it. Then the court found a way to send it back to her. And immediately thereafter, she was contacted by the quasi-criminals at Safeguard Properties, who basically break into houses, steal and vandalize, and run amok, often prior to judgment. Now, HuffPost ran a story on them, and you can see their principals there, Alan Jaffa, Robert Klein, and Linda Erica, who I see graduated from Cleveland's Lesser Law School, so I guess she feels obligated to do sleazy things. Now, I graduated from Case Western Law School, and I frown on her tactics. And I hope that the homeowner in this instance sues them immediately for a restraining order. Get out of her house, stay off of her property. If I hear tell of you thugs entering the property, I will find Miss competent counsel back in Ohio, and I'll be at your office with cameras blazing.